What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? I am in the building. Just want to come by, show some love. Just want to come by, show some love. Just yeah. Back up in the building. Back up in the building one more time, one more day. For all the beautiful ones for the creators. Doing it for all the beautiful ones for the creators. What's up, my dog? My guy. Spiritual warfare. We at one. But we gotta make some changes. Shouts out to the late great. That's just the way it is. Mama didn't raise no fool. Yeah. I appreciate you. I respect you. Thank you, my guy. Thank you for rocking with the beautiful. I can't wait to get back to the infinite zone. All right. That's just the way it is. Some things will never change. That's just the way it is. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we going into the strong game. We going into the strong game right now. All right. Y'all know what it is. If it's your first time to the channel, we welcome you. We salute you. First things first. First thing is first. Before we go any further, y'all know what it is. I do this all the time for all the beautiful infinite creators out there. Whether you know it or not, I salute the divinity in you. I respect the divinity in you. Boom! There you go. Getting ready for the strong end. Getting ready for the strong end. Getting ready for the strong end. You know what it is, hot dog. Hey, that's just the way it is. Some things will never change. Yeah. All right. Let me turn that off. Enough of that. Thank you guys for rocking with me. Thank you guys for showing up. Oh, you want me to hit you with a gazer? I'll definitely do that for you. Boom! Hit him with a gazer. For those who don't know, shouts out to my guy, So Illuminati. Gotta hit him with a gazer. Gotta hit him with the old 1-2. Give him the old 1-2. Hit him with the gazer. See, they don't know about the gazer yet, hot dog. They don't know about the gazer. You just made me go in the bag and pull out the gazer. The gazer. For those who don't know what the gazer is, you better ask somebody. You better ask somebody what the gazer is. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm just here. I'm riding out. Hopefully you guys you had a good week. You had a good week because the rest of the week's behind us already. Tomorrow is Saturday, but today is all we have. All we have is now. So you make sure you make today a great day. Make today a great day. Hope you guys are doing everything you need to do. Hope you guys are doing everything that you need to do in order to make it a great day. Yeah, we had to hit them with a gaze. You know that we haven't hit them with a gaze in a while, but we had to give it to them right now. Last night we had on a guest. We had on a guest that I was rocking with heavy. I vibe with him because this young man have control. You guys got to check out the interview. The interview was lit. I thought it was lit. I mean, I just enjoyed myself. We got to talk about some things and definitely got on a different frequency last night. We definitely was on a different frequency, different vibration. And when you get a chance to meet new people, you don't have to back down and shy away from meeting new people, especially if they're on frequency and if they're on point. Especially if they're on point. Yeah, it was a good one for me. I enjoyed that. But what I wanted to dive into was spiritual warfare. And people think that, spiritual warfare is something outside of themselves, and it's something that's going on somewhere else. Yeah, it may be going on a different realm, but when you know what the mind is, when you know what the spirit is, when you know what the mind is, psychological warfare, spiritual warfare. Let me ask you guys something. Have you ever been just watching TV, or you've been on a computer and you were thinking about something and an ad pop up? If you've been sitting down and you've been thinking about something, it's not a coincidence, guys. You're being manipulated, whether you know that or not. You're being manipulated. And if you don't believe what I'm saying to you, there's an interview I did with Eric Thompson. He's the CEO of Subtle Energy. And just look at the interview that I did with Eric Thompson, and you're going to understand the technology that's being used against us. The technology that's being used against us. The technology, whether it's Google, whether it's Facebook, whether it's YouTube. There's sometimes I'm on Facebook and I'm looking at things, and all of a sudden an ad will pop up. And I'm wondering, well, where did that ad come from? Did you guys hear the story about the 4 robots in China? They destroyed 3 of them, but when they went to destroy the fourth one connected to a satellite in space. I don't know how real the story is. The fourth one connected to a satellite in space and was trying to rebuild itself. I'm telling you guys, I'm not a fearmonger. I don't want to, spread fear. I'm not going to do that. I will not do that. But remember, the warfare is spiritual, the mind. If you get distracted, if they can get your mind off of yourself and off of the things that you want to do, or your purpose, game is over. That's why everybody's got a cell phone. That's why everybody's got a desktop or a laptop, because these things are a distraction, but it's spiritual warfare. Spiritual warfare. I like this one. When I picked this one up, this is a good one. I want to share with you guys. Arms, legs, arms, head. I'm gonna say it again. Maybe you can pick it up. Arms, A, leg, L, A, which is another arm, and a head, Allah. God. Slow down for a second. I gotta slow down for a second because I don't want to get ahead of myself. But when you know what the law is, that's why across the pyramids in ancient Egypt, you would describe there was over every pyramid would say, know thyself. You got to know who you are, people. If you're going to engage in warfare, spiritual warfare, psychological warfare, you got to know who you are. There you go. Yeah, because you're under attack. People, when you watch the media, right? When you watch the media, like I said, I don't care if you're pro the jab or the vax. I don't care. It doesn't matter, make me any difference. But when you're being bombarded, you're being programmed. You're being programmed. Of course, everybody's got Alexa in their house. Hey Alexa, could you find can you find my shopping list? Hey Alexa, can you play my Amazon music? Hey Alexa, can you order me something today? Guys, what time do you have for yourself?
I don't know that.
See, there goes Alexa right now. Everything I do, everything. I've got a phone here. Alexa's on my phone. I've got a tablet here. Alexa's is on that. I said Alexa, and she said I don't know that. I don't know that. Everything you say to listening, there you go. Because it's warfare. It's spiritual warfare. And when you understand the law, when you understand the law, for me and my house, we will serve the law. The law, Siri and Alexa. I mean, you can't even have a private moment. You know, a private moment. You can't even have a private moment. Watch this. Alexa, what's the weather? Oh, she don't want to talk now because she knows I'm popping off. But it's all about spiritual warfare. My people, you guys gonna hear me say this? I'm gonna always say it. My people perish for a lack of knowledge. You got to know that you're under attack. Most people don't even know that they're under attack. They think that they're making these decisions, uninformed, uneducated decisions on their own. On their own. You think you're going to make an uninformed, uneducated decision on your own when you don't even have the facts? It's spiritual warfare, people. Go watch TV for 15 minutes and come back and tell me what's on TV. Straight garbage. Trash. Just trash. Trash. But when you understand the law, for me and my house, we will serve the law, not the Lord. The Lord is the law. If you break the law, you go to jail for breaking the law. You hear what I said? You go to jail in America for breaking the law. So you got to know the law. And I'm not just talking about the law of the land. I'm talking about spiritual law. Yep. There you go. The path of self-enlightenment. The path of self-enlightenment. Oh, they don't want you to do that. As long as you eating donuts and you sleeping and you ain't worrying about nothing, they don't got to worry about you because you're not a threat. You're not a threat. You're not a threat. And it's not that you want to be a threat. It's you just want to be left alone. You just want to you just want to be at peace. You just want to be at peace. You want to be able to choose what you do. You want to be able to choose where you go. And a lot of people are going to be surprised in a little while. A lot of people are going to be surprised. You don't have to be afraid of a mandate. You do not have to be afraid of a mandate. But just know that it's spiritual warfare out here. Know that. Know that. A lot of people are folding like chairs. Like I said, I can't tell you what's right for you. But I know when you work with the law and you understand the law, there's just not one law. Your life is governed by law. Your life is governed by law. I don't know how many times you may have to come back to get that, or how many times you may have to incarnate or come back to this plane to experience that or to learn that lesson. Remember, Earth is a university. You have to learn. You have to learn. You have to learn. Learn how to work with the law. Allah, arm, leg, arm, and head. Don't forget it. Don't forget it. But you have to be receptive. You have to be open in order to even understand. Go within. Go into the silence. You guys always hear me talk about going into the silence. Going into the silence. Going into the silence. We all know that. I can't say we all know, but we all are connected through mind. Mind is spirit. I know when I used to read in the Bible, it says, serve the Lord in a spirit and in truth. Spirit and in truth. Spirit and in truth. See, there's one thing to have mind, have mine, but the truth sets you free. The truth sets you free. I remember at a stage on my journey and on my path, certain things didn't serve me anymore. Because when I started thinking, I was like, well, whether my ancestors were here, and I'm just going to say this, whether my ancestors were in America or whether they were brought to America was probably irrelevant, but I knew they didn't speak English. They probably didn't speak English because if they were aboriginal to the land and if they were brought in from Africa or from the continent, I know they didn't speak English. So how did they learn how to read? Who taught them how to read the Bible? You know, how can the slave master and the slave have the same God? But when you start asking these questions, remember, questions are the answers. Questions are the answers. The tongue. This is a gift. The tongue. The language is so important. Spelling. See, spells. People are casting spells all day because you're created in thought and you're created in mind. But when you spell and when you say things, please speak life. Speak life over your life. Speak goodness over your life. Speak positivity over your life. Whatever energy that you put out, you know the rest. Whatever energy that you put out, that's what's gonna come back to you. That's what's gonna come back to you. But when the dots stopped connecting for me, when the dots didn't connect anymore, I wasn't afraid to say, hey, this doesn't make sense. This doesn't make sense. This is what mom and dad taught me. Salute them for giving me a foundation. This is what they taught me. But I stopped searching. I felt like, okay, this is it. And this is all I needed to know. Once again, I was incorrect. Life is a journey. You should always be continuously, constantly searching for knowledge, seeking knowledge, growing, expanding, evolving. Everything grows. Everything grows. That's God. God seeks to express him or herself. You see what I'm saying? You dig? Him or herself. Yeah, that's a different concept, huh? Because this patriarchal system that we're in, this male-dominated society that we live in. Listen, I love the feminine, divine feminine and all that. That's cool. That's great. The yin and the yang, you need both in order to make it work. You need both to make it work. But you gotta get real. I mean, sometimes I was uncomfortable. I was uncomfortable on my journey, learning and evolving. But I had to open my mind. I had to open my mind. Why do we put God in a box or the creator in the box or the universe in the box? We can't put the universe in the box. Why do we give the universe a gender? Why? How can we do that? I'm just saying. How? Don't put your limitations on the creator. Don't put your limitations on the universe. Do not put your small mind in box the infinite creator. And box the infinite creator in a corner. Forget about it. You can't do that. You can't do that. Whatever you put out, that's what you're going to get back. Whatever you put out, energy. That's how I see the creator. It's energy. Energy. Wake up and not be able to move. Wake up and not be able to see. Wake up and see what happens. That energy. I can't judge your life. I'm not here to judge your life. Why? Because I'm too busy working on me. So when these people are trying to judge you, tell them, only God can judge me. Everybody else can step out of my business. Everybody else can step out of my business. Because only God can judge me. You dig? Only God can judge me. Isn't that a novel idea? Isn't that a novel idea? It's easy for me to take the plank out of your eye than to take the plank out of my eyes. I'm going to say that again. It's easy for me to take the stick out of your eye Whatever's in your eye, I can see it. I can pull it out your eye. But it's harder for me to take the stick out of my own eye. Why? Because I can't see the stick in my own eye. Guys, all you got to do is worry about the stick in your own eye. All you got to do is worry about the stick in your own eye. That's all you got to do. That's all you got to do. Everybody else can stay up out your business. Everybody else can stay up out of your business. Everybody else. How you want it to go? Don't worry about what they're doing. Don't worry about what they're doing. You can't worry about what they're doing because it's a spiritual warfare. It's a spiritual warfare. Most people don't know what a spiritual warfare is. You're under attack every day. Every day. I'd rather live like a man than die like a coward. Oh my goodness. I don't think y'all hear me. Somebody said it's going to be a cold winter. Spiritual warfare, psychological warfare. Somebody tell you got to do something you don't want to do. Spiritual warfare, under attack. The mind is always under attack. Somebody wants you to do what they want you to do. Spiritual warfare. Your pastor lied to you. Your pastor lied to you. Somebody said, Pastor, why every time y'all need money, you guys ask me for money? But when we need money, you tell us to go to God. Oh my God. You tell us to go to God, but then you asking us for ours. Think. God don't need your money. But it's spiritual warfare. How many churches closed down in the last year? Spiritual warfare. Oh, the COVID. Oh, Corona. Oh, Sharona's out here. Oh, we can't come to church. We got to go to church online. They got more faith in a not even a vaccine. I'm going to say they got more faith in something that's not even proven that they got in the universal creator, the universal God. How? How could your faith be in something more than the universal creator, the God, the infinite force? Everybody else can step up my business. It's spiritual warfare. And if you don't know what you're up against, how are you going to win? I remember Lauryn Hill say, how are you going to win if you ain't right within? They wasn't ready for her. How you going to win if you ain't right within? You won't help a homeless person. You won't, but you so righteous. More love is what we need because it's a spiritual warfare. Look here. The distraction. There's nothing to see here. Why? Because something's going on in the background. Something's going on in the background. They wilded because the mind is being attacked. The masses are being attacked. Sitting by the riverside, down by the riverside that they always talk about. Down by the riverside. Sitting down by the riverside, waiting on a drink. Vaccine passports. Look at New York City. The world we live in. Hey, we're not in Kansas anymore, Total. We're not in Kansas. Facts. Warp speed. Look at New York. People better wake up. You know, and Sheeta, facts. I remember when we early on and we were talking about this, and you said, "Oh, gee, it's about choice." Yeah, and you see, and whenever somebody talked to me, and I let them know, yeah, it's about choice. Sheeta told me this a while ago, and that made me sit back and think. And I said, "Okay, yeah, you're right. It's about choice." You know, I was talking to my niece a second ago. She's going to college, and she was just talking to me, and it was cool. It was fine. I had no issues. I said, but when I went to college, right? When I went to college, I was pro-life, no doubt. Pro-life. Grew up in a religious home, family, man, God, hey, you're a guy. I'm a guy. So why am I putting my 2 cents in on that? I'm not a woman. I can't carry a baby around. I have no control over her body. So when I got a little more knowledge, I'm like, hey, it's not my choice, but it's her choice. So I'm like, I'm pro-choice. Whatever you want to do, baby, that's what you want to do, because I can't tell you what to do. I can't. But I had to grow. I had to evolve. Yeah, they be playing. They don't see it. And if you say something, people are looking at you like you're the square. When you just, there's a difference when you're volunteering. When you're taking something. You know, a lot of people are afraid of losing their jobs because of their being mandated, and they don't think that they're going to be able to feed their family, and they don't think they're going to be able to make the money and bring the money in to take care of their family and handle their responsibilities. But what I'm saying is that there's ways around that. Medical exemptions, religious exemptions, do whatever it is. You don't have to just run with your tail between your legs. You don't have to run with your tail between your legs. Maybe you might have to go see a lawyer. Maybe you may have to ask these companies to assume liability. Tell them to assume liability, and you will be glad to conform if they want to take responsibility for anything that happens to you. So they can assume the liability. Give them a form and say, hey, can you guys assume a liability? And see what they do. See what they say. How many people want to assume a liability for somebody? They be playing with you and don't even see. Man, look, facts. It's all about the decisions and the choices. But when you don't have a choice, see, that's what a mandate is. No, Trump don't look so bad. Now he don't look so bad because you got, oh my goodness, now the 45 don't look too bad. Now you got a guy telling you what you need to do. This is what we need to do. Come on, bro, you don't know me like that. Back up off me. I'm not trying to hook up with you. If I'm not trying to hook up with you, I don't need to know what your status is, bro. I don't need to know what your status is. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't shooting in the gym, and I don't plan on shooting in the gym with you. So back up off me. I don't understand how people could still walk down this path and they know that this thing isn't any protection. None at all. None. Still spreading it around. Bobby Brown said, ain't nobody hopping around, spreading that all over the place. Spreading it. And they thinking they're better than those who didn't take it. How do you think you're any better than the person who didn't take it when you still passing it along? Who you fooling? But it's spiritual warfare. Oh, I'm better than you. Why? Because I got my dose. You know, I got the first one. It's retarded. I got the first one, and I'm waiting on the second one. You know, and like I say, whatever you do, I'm fine with it. I'm gonna respect it. But don't look at the guy and don't just volunteer information, guys. Don't just volunteer your information. But don't look down on the guy for what they didn't do, because you're in America and that's your freedom. That's your liberty. I think if you're not trying to date somebody, then you don't need to know what their status is. If you trying to hook up with somebody, and that's where it is, spiritual warfare. Then you ask them. But if that's not what you're trying to do, if you're not trying to date them, if you're not trying to take them out of anything, I don't know what we're talking about. You know, the pandemic of the unvaccinated, that's some stupid stuff. Like that don't even make any sense. While the vaccinated is still spreading it around and a new variant. Come on, man. Let's stop playing. Who we kidding? Who we kidding? Who we kidding? You know? But until we wake up, I'm telling you, till we wake up, this is what we're going to be dealing with. Like I said, I respect everybody. I don't care what you on. I don't care if it works for you. If it don't work for you, I don't care. I don't care what works for you. If it works for you, or if it don't work for you. But you can't be scared. You can't. I had to do it. Time to get busy, y'all. Time to get busy. I'm just trying to tell y'all. Every day, there you go. That's my prerogative. They be thinking they better than you over material things while they don't know the higher power and be playing with them. Facts. But it's spiritual warfare. Spiritual warfare. Your prerogative. What you want to do. It's your prerogative. It's my prerogative. But if y'all back y'all ass up, this is going to be the last time y'all back y'all ass up. I'm telling you, people, as a country, as a nation, international, as a global community, we can't be backing it up like that. It's that serious. It's that serious. But y'all don't got to be scared. Like I tell you, there's ways to get around it. There's ways to get around it. How you want to deal with it. If you want to do it, do it. If you don't want to do it, don't do it. But don't let nobody, you know what? I used to hear my coach say this. The worst kind of animal is the wounded animal. A wounded animal. You don't want to back a wounded animal in a corner. Guys, you cannot get backed into a corner. It's spiritual warfare. It's spiritual warfare. I don't want y'all to forget it. That's why I keep on repeating. It's spiritual warfare. It's not physical. You can't win this fight in the flesh. You can't fight this fight. You can't fight in the flesh. You can't fight this fight in the flesh. You got to fight this fight in the spirit. Most people don't know what the spirit is. The mind. The mind is all. Bobby Brown was telling y'all, it's my prerogative. I can do what I want to do. I made this money. You did. Y'all just got to pay attention to what's going on. The passport. The passport. Come on. I'm a shout out. I'm a shout out. The New England Patriots. I'm going to tell y'all why I'm going to shout out the New England Patriots. I'm going to tell y'all because last night they had a game, right? No mask. They said if you're unvaccinated, that they would rather you wear a mask, but they didn't make you wear a mask. Full capacity. They ain't scared. They ain't scared. So I get it. I get it. I salute them. I salute the New England Patriots. Why? Because they letting people live their life. They let people live their life. Live their life. I'm just saying, I salute you, hot dog. I respect that. I thank you. No mask, enough of it. No mask. No mask. Show me the data. Show me the data. Show me the information. Show me the information. Show me the information. Show me the information. I'm not telling you what to do or what not to do. Like I said, if you did it, I salute you. Thank you guys, because I'm glad I thought we reached herd immunity. I thought we've already reached that by now. I thought we were already all immune by that because of the herd immunity. But somebody was lying to us about that. You know, some people, their mouth just keep on moving. It just keeps on moving, keeps on moving, keep on moving. And every time they open their mouth, they lying. They lying every time. How could you even believe the CDC anymore? How could you even believe? And people still believe in the CDC. How? I lost all faith in the CDC. I don't care. I lost all faith. You want me to make a sound decision? Just go on their website. See what they're saying. See what they're telling you. Something that's in clinical trials. Clinical trials, not even approved. Now they're trying to push stuff along because they want you to get a booster. And nobody sees nothing wrong with that. Nobody's questioning that. It's all fine. It's all fine. It's okay. It's your prerogative. What you want to do? What you want to do? Herd immunity? You want me to explain herd immunity? I mean, you probably could tell them better than I could, but herd immunity is when everybody's supposed to be immune to whatever's out there because, you know, some people got vaccinated and did what they had to do. And as long as everybody was together and we all were together and we were exposed to whatever that was out there that was supposed to be causing, they call it a disease, but I don't know how a virus could be a disease. You know what I'm saying? Cancer is a disease. I don't see them running to come bring chemo to people. Diabetes, that's a disease. I don't see them giving people medication for diabetes. They're not knocking down your doors to give you medication for diabetes. They're not trying to knock down your door to give you medication for hypertension. They're not trying to help you fix obesity. But when you talk about herd immunity, I mean, stop playing. Stop playing. Stop playing. Who they playing with? They're not approved by the FDA. If you listen to the news and listen to what they're saying, it's not approved. But guess what? It don't have to be approved because it's under emergency. They say it's an emergency. They call it it's an emergency. We just got to get it up, roll up your sleeves, and we got to get it in everybody's arms. Whether you pro it or you for it or you against it, it don't matter. We got to make sure everybody get it. And my question is why? Why? That's all. Just tell me why. Why? 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 Why now? Why now? I mean, there's some people, like I heard one of the nurses say, we worked the whole freaking pandemic. We worked the whole pandemic. Some of us got COVID. Some of us got sick. This is what they were saying. They didn't get vaccinated. And now that they've worked through the whole pandemic, whole year and a half, almost 2 years, now they lose their jobs because they don't want to get the jab. But it was good. You could work. Listen, I'm just saying, people should be able to make their own minds up and make their own decision. Population control. Back to the basics. Back to the basics. Population control. But no, they think that's a conspiracy theory. That's a conspiracy theory. Numbers is a numbers game. The numbers don't lie, people. The numbers don't lie. It's cross-stated. It cannot be mandated, but they are mandating it. So if you don't have that information, then what are you going to do? You're nervous. You're scared. You're shaking in your boots. What is the solution? People need answers. People need answers. People need answers because it's psychological warfare. It's spiritual warfare. And they want to back you down and they want to take everything away from you because, hey, you're posing the threat. I don't know how you could pose a threat and these people here, the people who already took it, is not posing a threat. I don't see a problem. I just think we're back to normal. I think if you got vaccinated and unvaccinated together, it don't matter. Let's just live like we was living before. Let's just get back to the old way. That's the way I see it. You know, how about you leave me alone and I leave you alone? How about you don't tell me what you're doing and I won't tell you what you're doing? That's the way I see it. That's the way I see it. Yeah, I'm like, come on. I mean, we know this. We know it. We know it. Population control. Population control. They said, hey, they cranked up 5G yesterday, but I don't know what the effect of the 5G is going to do. I don't know what that's got to do. Okay, let's just say, for instance, everyone got the jabs. Then what? Nothing, because you're going to still be able to spread the variant. You're going to still be able to spread the I don't want to call it the disease, but you're going to be able to spread the virus still. The flu, you still can spread the flu around. Facts. So what happened to that? What happened to that? You know what happened to that? Don't ask, don't tell. Let me tell you what happened to that. Everybody started telling their business. Everybody started telling their business. Don't ask, don't tell. That went out a long time ago. I agree. Like I said, I'm not trying to shoot in the gym with you. I'm not trying to hook up with you. So I don't care what you got going on. But people are volunteering. They're volunteering. Oh yeah, this is what I did. This is what I did. This is what's going on. I don't care. You know? Don't ask, don't tell. I like that policy. I don't care if you gay, you straight, and it doesn't matter. Because if I'm in the military and I need somebody to protect me, I don't care. As long as you got my back. Emergency derived from the Latin word emerge, meaning arise, bring the light. Well, it's an emergency, they say. It's an emergency for emergency use. But we're spiritual warfare. They're out for your mind. They're after your mind. When you lose the ability to think for yourself, when you lose the ability to critically think for yourself, I was telling somebody today, and I don't know why I'm going here. Why I'm going here. No, I'm not even going to say that. I'm not going to say that. But let's see. It's a virus like any other virus that was present. Yes. Why is it important to point where people aren't allowed to live there? Well, because obviously there's something bigger going on. There's something else brewing. There's something else brewing in the kitchen. If facts. If the blind leading the blind, yeah, everybody's going to fall in the ditch. But if you can't think for yourself, and you're doing what your employer tells you to do, you're doing what everybody else wants you to do, you're afraid. Listen, God tells you, the Bible tells you that he didn't give you a spirit, or she didn't give you the spirit of fear. Fear not. Like I said, if they hit you with this, then you hit them with that. If they hit you with the mandate, then you hit them with the exemptions. You know what I'm saying? They hit you with the mandate, then you hit them with the assumed liability. They hit you with that, then you get the medical and the religion exemption, if that's what you choose to do. You know what I'm saying? But let these jokers assume liability. Let them assume liability. Put the onus back on them. If they're gonna ask you, because HIPAA. I know I was out one day and they were talking about HIPAA. And they said, oh, what about HIPAA? Well, I'm going to put y'all on game right now. HIPAA is only for the medical industry. Your doctor can't share your medical information. That's what HIPAA is. HIPAA, I'm going to say it again. That's for the medical industry. But your employer can ask you your status on your vaccination. They can ask you. They can ask you if you've been vaccinated or not. They can. But when they ask you that, just say you get your exemptions, or you ask them to assume liability. So don't say I'm going to use HIPAA. They can't do that. Yes, because they can. They can. What's in the contents of the vaccine? That's a good question. I don't know. I can tell you, and maybe they put it up online. Maybe. Because I haven't seen anything. I haven't seen one person who's able to tell me what they're putting in the vax, and the jab. I know, like I said, I don't care who censor this or whatever, but I don't know. I'm not going to put any. Do you not know that is the temple of the living God? That you are the temple of the living God. You are the temple. Your body is the temple of the living God. Your body. I'm going to say that again, just for those who come here or check the stream out or check out the live later. Your body is the temple of the living God. What are they putting in our body? They ain't putting nothing in my body. It ain't happening. It ain't happening. I just don't understand how, and I don't want to jump on any particularly religious people. I'm not going to jump on that. I don't want to jump on that. But if your faith is in the universal God, if your faith is in the Creator, if your faith is in whatever that you subscribe to, whatever you subscribe to, wouldn't you ask that to guide you, protect you? And if that leads you to do, do what you got to do. Do what you got to do. I'm excuse. I'll put my hand out. Excuse. I'm just sitting there waiting. I'm just waiting because now you're armed with knowledge. Now I'm giving you what I'm sharing with you guys. I got some information. I gave you guys 3 outs. Medical exemption, right? That's 1. Assumed liability, that's 2. And the other one is religious exemption. I gave you 3 outs. I gave you 3 outs. Now you can sit back, right? Oh boy. Somebody dropping it. Somebody dropping the hot cakes right now. Facts. So if you don't know what you're putting in you, right? I'm just posing the question. I'm just posing the question. And like I said, I'm not telling nobody what to do. I'm not. I just never seen people go this hard in my life. I've just never seen it. I've never seen it. How can you believe in that? Yeah. I feel you. Hot dog. I feel you. But that's why I keep on saying, let a person be persuaded by their own mind. Like I said, if you've made that decision on your own, you're going woefully, you're volunteering. If you're not volunteering to go, that's something different. But if you're volunteering to do it, hey man, we like that. We enjoy that, they say. You took one for the team. You took one for the team. Tomorrow when you wake up and they come after the Second Amendment, don't get mad. Don't get mad. Don't with them for the Second Amendment because it's gonna happen. And I'm not one of these big conspiracy theorists. I just think a little different. I think a little different. I think a little different. And choose you this day. Choose you this day. Choose you this day. Choose you this day who you will serve. You're gonna serve God or you're gonna serve man. I'm just saying, some people God is their stomach. Some people God is their money. Some people God is their things. I'm just saying, facts. That's the great divide. That's the great divide. But if we respect each other, right? If we respect each other, hey, how about this? So I believe you said, don't ask, don't tell. And I'm of that school. I'm of that school. Don't ask me and I won't tell you. Mind your business. How about that? Mind your business. Unless you're trying to get a date or something. Unless you're trying to get a date, then I think, hey, you ask whoever you're trying to get with, like, hey, listen, I'm trying to hook up with you. What's your status? That's it. Other than that, I don't care. I don't care, man. You do whatever you want to do. I don't care. It doesn't matter. And that's why a lot of people go to Florida, because they don't want people to tell them how to live their life. What happened to live free or die? What happened to that? Where's New Hampshire where you need them? Where's New Hampshire where you need them? Live free or die. Live free or die. People, we don't live like that no more. We got comfortable. We like to be led around by the leash. We like to be led around with the chain, and please tell us what we could. Do you need permission to go to the bathroom? Next time you go to work, you go to your boss and ask your boss, can I please go to the bathroom? Get out of here with that crap. Get out of here with that. There you go. The urgent need for health officials there you go. But like I said, people are going voluntarily. People are going willingly. They're not asking the right questions. They're nervous. They back people into a corner and people aren't coming out swinging. You have to come out swinging. What if everybody just walked off the job? Whether you vaccinated or not, what if everybody just walk off the job and leave and see what happens? People won't do that. Why? Because they won't stick together. And as long as we won't stick together, then that's the real battle. That's the real battle. If you say, why, that's these people's right. If they want to do that, this is all right if we want to do this, but we're going to stick together. We're going to stick together. And guess what? Y'all can take this job and y'all can shove it. But people aren't going to do that. People aren't going to do that. The power is in the people and the policies that we address. That's where the power is. We've always had the power. We've always had the power. We've always had the power. But scared money don't make no money. Don't be scared. Don't be fair. Fear not. Fear not. That's what your Bible tell you. That's what your Bible say. I mean, guys, excuse me, because I go to the Bible a lot of times because that's my foundation. You know, no disrespect to anybody else or whatever you subscribe to, but I go there a lot of times because that's like my foundation. That's my foundation. Even though I don't subscribe to any religion, mental slavery. I'm just saying, man. If God want to talk to you, if the universe want to talk to you, the universe know how to get your attention. Whatever it takes to get your attention, the universe know what it takes to get your attention. If you go pee on yourself and the teacher is the one who decided, if you can use the bathroom, you ain't nobody because you need permission. The teacher or the boss is slave, mental slave, mental slave. Listen, man, if the teacher, my kid don't get up and go to the bathroom, because if my kid wet their pants, I got a problem with that teacher. I got a problem with that school. My kid is not a robot. My kid is not an animal. My kid is a sovereign being. You are a sovereign being. You are a spirit having a human experience. That's what we are. Ye are gods. Ye are gods. What do you want me to tell you? I'm just teaching. I'm just telling y'all what they taught me. Yeah, they didn't think it was gonna come back and bite them. You know what I'm saying? But if you're fair and you're vibrating at a low frequency, and you're traveling in the ground like a snake, and you don't know what to do, and you're low frequency vibrating energy, you don't even know what it is. You and your root chakra, you in that root chakra and your sacral chakra, you down there. Then you're gonna take whatever they tell you. Or you're going to be cool as a cucumber, and you're going to play your hands, and you're going to use your head because you got mind. You got mind. You got spirit. You got spirit. You got spirit. And I'm talking about the spirit at the game. Yeah, and you cheering. No, you got a spirit. You got a mind. Use your mind. Use your mind. That's the gift. That's the gift. But if you fold like a chair because they ask you for something, okay, you want to see my standard? You want to see my status? You want to see my status? Hold on a second. Get your letters ready. Get your letters. If you don't want to write a letter, go to your lawyer. Get your letters ready. Tell them to assume some liability. Let them assume. There you go, dog. That's what I'm talking about. There you go. Let them assume some liability, though. Let them assume some liability. But if ye are God, right? And all of you are children of the Most High. Facts. 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 So there's nothing to fear. There's nothing to fear. But if they want to assume some liability, make sure you print your form out, go on your computer, find a assumption of liability form, sign, get a medical exemption form, get a religious exemption form, print these things out, fill them out. And when they ask you for your status, you just take that right down to the office. Take it to human resources and let's see what they got to say about that. If they want to assume liability, because if you cannot do it, then that's cool. That's a personal decision. You cannot do it. You know, but don't ever lose your power. Don't ever give up your power to think. If that's not what you want to do. And if that's what you want to do, I salute you still. I still love you. I still love you. You know, love yourself, but make sure you love yourself. There you go. If I can't, oh my goodness. There you go. There's always something beyond the physical. Always. But everybody don't want to live free or die. Some people need to be told what to do. Some people need to be told what to do. Like I said, as a society, we've become so docile. We've become so like, you know, and you still have the people who still like old school, who still believe in humanity, and people who still believe that they can live free. You know, they use their hands, they use their mind, and they think different. But don't impose your will on the people. If that's not a tyrant, what's that? If that's not a tyrant, what is it? You're imposing your will. Now you know what's best for me and my family. Now you know what's best for me and my family? I don't think so. All I'm telling you guys, fear not. Fear not. Fear not. There's always a way. There's always a way. I learned this one time from a real estate guy. He was like, whenever you want the answer, you could always find an answer. You could always find an answer. But if you give up and you quit, if we don't work together, if we don't search, then we're gonna be out here by ourselves. We don't need to be out here by ourselves. You got the numbers. We got the numbers. All I'm saying is, I saw a post the other day, and this was nuts. It was crazy. It was crazy. I saw a person who was fully vaccinated put a post up, and I'm going to share it. I don't care. They were fully vaccinated, and they said they came down with the 19 again. They got it again for the second time, but they blamed the person on their job who wasn't vaccinated. They said, "Thank God they had their seatbelt on." So you were vaccinated. The vaccination was supposed to protect you, but you picked up something from somebody else who wasn't unvaccinated, and you call that your seatbelt. I call that bullshit, guys. Use your head. Think about it. If it's not working, it's not a vaccine. It's an experiment. If it's not working, if it's working, then I got nothing to say. I won't say anything. Shout out to P-Town. Shout out to Provincetown. Why did I say shout out to Provincetown? Because we didn't know what was going on until that outbreak in Provincetown. And with that outbreak of Provincetown, then the world knew. The world knew that, guess what? You could be fully double up. You could be double up. Like Nipsey Hussle said, you could be double up with a booster and still spread the virus around. Still spread it. Still spread the virus around. You can still spread it. They throwing money away to teens. They're throwing money. Hey, they want to give you a donut. They want to give you a joint. They want to put you in a lottery. I'm just saying, if you know something isn't working, why still push it? Why keep on pushing it? I don't understand. And I don't understand like I said, I don't understand the people who like haven't even did their homework. Just do your homework. Just do your homework. Do your homework. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to me because I might be wrong. Don't listen to me. I had some people say, hey, you better do this. And I look at them and say, I got to do what I got to do. You got to do what you got to do. I respect you because I respect the divinity in you, whether you know it or not. Whether you know it or not. We are children of the Most High. I like that. I like that. I like that. I like that. You know, but you have to be you gotta, where my brave people? Where's the courage? Where's the courage? Don't live in fear. Don't let people back you into the corner. Don't let people beat you up. Don't let people go ham on your mind. Don't. Because if you let people go ham on your mind, you're gonna be walking around like you getting hit with the rope of dope. You're gonna walk around like you just getting hit with haymakers. You're just gonna look like you're getting pounded on. Do not let them keep pounding on you. I don't care where you stand. I had another person I saw post like telling people non-vaxxers. I'm not a non-vaxxer guy. I'm gonna tell you this right now. I'm not a non-vaxxer. I'm not telling you that I'm for it or I'm not. I'm not for it. I'm just telling you, whatever you do. Why y'all mad because non-vaxxers saying y'all things? Y'all email. Don't get mad at me. Yeah, they're doing $1 million in Massachusetts too. You know, 3 people won here already too. Come on, where they giving? Come on, man. Listen. It looks shady to me. It looks shady to me. But if y'all don't wanna question it, then go ahead. Just line up. You know, and then I had somebody who I saw. I'm gonna tell y'all this, and then I'm gonna get out of here because I gotta run an errand. But I'm gonna tell y'all this too. Let me read this, and I'm gonna tell y'all what I gotta tell you. There you go. I had somebody this week that I saw. You know, I don't want to call him. Oh my goodness, hold on. Be renewed by. Yeah, that's the battlefield. That's why I'm talking about spiritual warfare. 300 kids for kids, 12 to 18. Unbelievable. Ain't that something? Ain't that something? Ain't that something? I had somebody, right? I had somebody supposed to be a preacher, telling somebody that this is not the market of beasts. All right. I'm not telling you it's the market of beasts or isn't the market of beasts, right? You use your own mind. You come to your own consensus. You come to your own, you determine what that means for you. They said if you get it in your left arm and not in your right arm, then it's not the market of beasts. This is the only thing I've seen in my entire life that looks like anything out of the Bible. It looks like Revelations to me. A revelation. I'm sorry. That's what it looked like. But I had somebody say the now was not the time. If not now, when? If not now, when? Open your eyes. Not your physical eyes, not your natural eyes, your spiritual eye. Your spiritual eye. Open your spiritual eyes so you can see. Open that. Open that. Be careful who you follow. Don't follow me. Don't follow me. I'll tell y'all that right now. Don't follow me. Follow yourself. Follow yourself. You can get it. You can get it. You can get it and still get it. You can get it and still get it. You can get it and still get it. All right. I gotta rock and roll. I love rocking with the beautiful infinite creators. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for showing. Hot dog, you my guy. You know, out of France. There you go. Thank you. Thank all beautiful infinite creators for rocking with me. I love you guys. I love you guys. Remember, we don't care about the haters. Stand strong, guys. Have courage. Stand for something or fall for anything. Stand for something or fall for anything. Stand on what you believe. Stand for what you believe. And fear not. Fear not. Fear not. For I am the Lord your man. Y'all go. I don't like to even use the Bible. I'm gonna tell y'all that right now. But like I said, that's my foundation. But make sure you guys have a great, strong game. Make sure you guys, take care of yourself. Don't fret. Don't fear. You're in a spiritual warfare right now. Use your mind. Your mind is the spirit. That's your spirit. So you definitely take care of it. Be careful what you put in to your mind. Be careful. Guard your mind. Protect your mind. Protect your mind at all costs. All right? Remember, we don't care about the haters. We are infinite creators. Keep creating. Keep evolving. And until the next time, peace. I love you guys. Take care. We'll do this again.